Hey guys, I hope everyone's doing well. I wanted to make just a quick reminder about control. In this day and age, we see all of this propaganda and we see all of these signs about how we need to stay in control and how us being in control is the best option. The first thing I think about is Spotify. If you don't pay for the monthly subscription, they'll give you an ad and it says, wouldn't you like to be in control of your music? Click the banner, da 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 da. And so we're in this world that constantly pushes to us that we should be in control, that we should play God, that we should have a say over everything. When the truth is, there are just some things that are out of our control. Some people need a car and that is out of their control. Some people need a job and the job market is crashing, so that is out of their control. Some people need to move out but can't, and so there's a lot of things that we want to do and that we want to be in control of, but that we're just not in control of. And it can be hard to just keep going regularly throughout life when there's something that you know you need. But I encourage you to give whatever that is that you know is just not in your control to God. Let's say, for example, you want a job, right? And the job market's really bad right now and you've applied for a job and you haven't heard back from it. That is something that you would give to God. That's not something that you spend all your days pondering on, trying to be in control of. Well, let me tweak my resume a little bit more. Let me apply to a couple more. If God told you to apply to a certain number or to apply to a specific position and you still haven't heard back from them yet, then it is your duty to wait. And obviously waiting sucks. Waiting is hard. Waiting is often anxiety inducing because we just want an answer now. And a lot of us can't wait any longer. A lot of us know that there's going to be a bill coming up that's due, or a lot of us know that if this thing doesn't come now, we don't know what we're going to do. But the best thing to do in situations like that is to forfeit your control. And I know that sounds crazy because, at the end of the day, all you have is yourself, but that's not the truth. At the end of the day, all you have is yourself and your creator. And so if you can't get one thing done, what makes you think God can't get that thing done? And I always say that when we're forfeiting our control, we can always shift our mind and shift our perspective into something that we can control. So for example, I can't control that a specific opportunity that I want hasn't come yet. I can't control that. It is completely out of my control. I've done everything I can. I've played my part. I've met God at the middle and I've done everything that I can, and that opportunity still hasn't gotten back to me. But do you know what I can control? How I react to that. Do I sit at home in bed rock and scroll through social media just hoping and praying something will change? Do I spend my days pondering, wandering, and toiling in this thing that I have no control over? No. So what I did was I knew that back in school I loved exercising. I loved PE class, and so I signed up to go back to the gym. And I've been waking up real early in the morning, even though I barely have anything to do within my day. I've been waking up really early in the morning and going to the gym, and I can't tell you how good it makes me feel. I've gone to the gym only twice since I've got my membership because I was super sore, but it makes me feel so good to know that I'm taking care of my body. I'm getting out of the house. I'm forcing myself into an environment that's uncomfortable. I'm forcing myself to feel these uncomfortable pains. I'm pushing myself to go harder. And there's not a second that I'm doing that I'm thinking about, oh, I need this opportunity. Oh, I need this bill. Oh, I need this car. Oh, there's not a second that I'm thinking about anything else other than what I am doing, which is taking care of my body and getting back into control in the ways that I can. I'm not saying, and God is definitely not saying, to just let loose and to just act like, oh, well, everything's up to fate or everything's up to God, because we do have free will and God does allow us to make decisions for ourselves. But you need to pick your battles. You need to know what is worth fighting over and what you need to give to God and wait for. Sometimes the answer is yes, sometimes the answer is no, and sometimes the answer is I have something better for you. And so if you've been challenged with feeling like you're not in control, everything in your life is down spiraling, write a list of everything that you're worrying about and then put them into categories of what is in your control and what isn't in your control. And if everything isn't in your control, then find something to do to improve your mental health. Find something to do to put yourself in a position of control. I know that I'm the only one that has control over if I go to the gym and do that workout or not. No one can force me to go, but it's good for me. So now I'm going to assert my dominance, assert that control, and go and do that thing. So I know that it can be hard at times, wanting to be in control but not being able to, but it's in those moments when we surrender our control that we actually gain the most control over our lives.